Hi, everybody. Let's go over your assignment, The Power of Words, exploring the imbalance of power and the influence it has on the way people view each other and themselves. So for this assignment, you are going to explore the essential questions of the unit. You spent the past 2 weeks writing down and exploring the theme of our unit and how it connects to our essential question, which is, how does an imbalance of power influence the way that people view each other and themselves? So you're going to answer that through this assignment. So as you create your product, you're going to answer that question, and you must include the following to support your analysis. You must reference one main unit text and reference one article or video we read in this unit. And then you need to pull in your own life experiences and think about how that question, how does an imbalance of power influence the way that people view each other and themselves? So here are the texts we read in this unit. So we read No Witchcraft for Sale, Shooting an Elephant, Poison, and A Different History. And then the articles or the videos we watched were the TED Talk by Deepti Vijay Kumar and How does colonialism impact cultural identity? So you're going to reference one of these texts and one of these texts. Then you also need to pull in your own life experiences, and you're answering this question. But the fun part is you get to decide how you address the question and include the required pieces. So what you can do is you can write a one-page letter to yourself or your teacher, i.e. me, that connects to the ideas of the assignment. And I have a template here that you can follow. And if you click on that link, you'll see an outline that you can follow and how you open it, how it applies to the text we read, how it applies to the world around us, and the closing. And there's even thinking questions that you can click on to explore these ideas. You can create a photo collage of pictures you find on the internet that help demonstrate how your answer to this question, and then you need to write a 2-paragraph written explanation that refers to these articles and yourself and how your photo collage demonstrates your answer to that question. You can create a graphic through Canva or Adobe Spark. You can create a poem. Still needs to refer to everything, and it has to show creativity and effort. Haikus do not count, but you can create a poem. So if you're a creative writer, you can do that. You can create a drawing with a 2-paragraph written explanation. Maybe you want to show me maybe you have an artistic expression for this. You can create a 2 to 3 minute video. You can create a 2 to 3 minute podcast. And to do that, you can use Vocaroo to help you record that. Or you can simply write a 1-page paper that addresses the question and includes the required material. And it has to be in Calibri or Arial size font 12. So as you are creating your piece, I want you to remember, I am already familiar with the text and the ideas that we've studied. Do not summarize. I do not need to hear a summary of what happened to George Orwell as he shot an elephant, or what happened with Gideon when he saved Teddy, okay? Assume that your audience has already read it. Answer that question. How does an imbalance of power influence the way that people view each other and themselves? Okay? If you need help brainstorming, there are thinking questions right here that you can answer. If you have questions as you're completing this assignment, let me know. And other than that, I can't wait to see what you create. Thank you.